Hello, it is Fright Night in London, Derry. This is the biggest Halloween celebrations in Europe and it's taking place here at Derry City Centre tonight. Welcome along. This is our BBC News live stream, our BBC iPlayer offering to you tonight. We are bringing you all the action from Derry. 120,000 people have been here this week. You can see the crowds already building here tonight because this is the grand finale. Over the next 90 minutes or so, we're going to have the iconic parade, that carnival parade, way through the city before some fabulous fireworks over the River Foyle. We're going to bring you brilliant guests, amazing costumes and all the cracks. So stay with us wherever you are in the world. Welcome along. With me tonight we have Dean McLaughlin. Dean, Derry loves Halloween and Halloween loves Derry.
It absolutely does, Claire. And you know, you mentioned it, this is the biggest Halloween celebration in Europe. We've got a carnival parade tonight that brings everything to a close. 600 young people and adults taking part in this parade. A massive fireworks display.
Yeah.
And I mean, these community groups that are going to be in this parade tonight have been working towards this day all year round. It's their Christmas Day, it's their St. Patrick's Day and Easter all rolled into one, and it's going to be an absolutely spectacular show, bringing it live to all of our viewers here tonight.
Now, we have been here all day today, Dean. Some incredible costumes, some scary costumes, but you can get a real sense of the atmosphere just building. It's all leading up to this.
You know, you mentioned, Claire, 120,000 people on these streets over the course of the week.
Yeah.
You only have to look around you now. There definitely could be about 10 to 15,000 people here alone tonight. The streets are absolutely packed, and what you will see among that crowd are people who designed their own personal costumes,
yes,
handmade costumes, and I suppose people who've paid a lot of money for costumes as well. And you're going to see that hopefully throughout the course of this programme as well.
And we're going to have some fabulous guests joining us tonight, Dean. We're going to get a sense of the history, the legacy, and how this parade has become so big.
Well, I mean, people would argue that this parade began, you know, 40 years ago, and it just got bigger and better every year, probably even better since the 2013 celebrations, the UK City of Culture year.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're going to hear about that. We're going to hear about what it means to the community, but what it means to the world. People from America are here tonight. People from Salem are here tonight, which just says it all, really.
There's some fabulous accents being heard when you're in the crowds there tonight. Let's go straight to one of the crowds. We've got Ashley Swan, who's out and about for us. Ashley, looks lively where you are.
Good afternoon, Claire and Dean. Yes, welcome to Derry Halloween. We are right in the heart of it right now. The parade is all around me. Everybody's lined up. I think it started right behind me. And obviously that's the focal point, but it's really hard not to be distracted by all of these amazing costumes around me. And you know, everybody puts in so much effort to have the perfect costume to watch the parade and really embrace Derry Halloween. So through the entire night, I'm going to be bringing you not just shots of the parade, but also some of those great costumes.
Ashley, we look forward to it. Plenty of costumes on the street today. A few of my favourites, Mario and Luigi. We've had some Shrek characters and a tiny baby that was a gingerbread woman, I think she was, 12 weeks old, joining in the celebrations. This has been an event for families as well, Dean, hasn't it?
Do you know, you can see tonight families all around us from all age groups, Claire, and you know, it's a chance for the adults to be children again as well and enjoy all the fun, and we saw that in Guildhall Square today. It's not just about this parade tonight. This is a week long of events in this city. We've got Guildhall Square, you can see the Guildhall behind us tonight, and you know, you get a real sense that of people wanting to celebrate the city as well as its people, and you're going to get that in this parade and hopefully through our programme as well.
Now, we're in the perfect spot tonight, Dean. We're very, very lucky. We are going to see the parade come straight up here from just over our left. And you'll be able to see it on the screen. That's expected to happen in the next 15-20 minutes or so. We'll be bringing you all the sights and sounds of that. But what exactly is in this parade, Dean? Who can we expect to see, and what can be there and what may not be there, as we found out today because of the weather?
Yeah, well, of course we had bad weather here in Northern Ireland yesterday, and in the northwest we had strong gusts, so Halloween was actually cancelled in the city yesterday, and I think that's a first in a very, very long time in Derry. So we had a bit of damage yesterday. We have a long 50-metre long snake that was supposed to be part of the parade tonight, and unfortunately that the snake can't feature anymore. But there's going to be a huge wolf in this parade. We're going to have dancers, skeletons, you name it, you're going to get it all. And it's going to snake through this city, Claire, as you say. You know, It starts at Queen's Quay. It's going to come up the Strand Road, do a U-turn past us right here, and end up back down at Queen's Quay again before the fireworks. So it's a real chance for everybody along this route to see it. Nobody's going to be disappointed.
The thing is, Dean, you just see people gathering, and they've all gathered in quite a short space of time. Some people are really well rehearsed at this. This is not their first Derry Halloween.
It's called Derry time, Claire, you know, so people just end up showing up at 7 o'clock, and, you know, it just escalated. Earlier we were able to walk around freely. You can't get moving on these streets right now.
Well, let's go see where Ashley Swan is at the moment. We don't have Ashley at the moment, but we can imagine she's just enjoying the crack down where she is. This is the thing, we're just going to keep this, bringing you all the best action of the night. Ashley's ready for it. Ashley, I've no doubt you were chatting to someone fun and exciting and fabulous for us.
Yes, Claire. Yes, Claire, we're right actually standing where the parade's about to come through, and everybody's having a look at us here, but I'm looking at all their costumes. I mean, we've got guys over here with knives through their head and everything, and then we've got vampires, clowns, everything, pumpkins, everything's amazing. So we're just trying to find the best one, and then we'll bring it right back to you.
Ashley, no doubt you will be bringing us the best of those costumes. We want to see them. If you see Ashley, make sure you go and show off what you have got on tonight. Some homemade costumes, some last-minute shop-bought costumes. Dean, what kind of person were you? Shop-bought, homemade, last-minute?
I think when I was younger, it was always homemade. You know, it was the traditional bin liner and a face mask. But as you get older, you know, you like to go and buy in a shop and experience the whole Halloween. Again, you know, you would have seen people walking down the street in the middle of the week, maybe 11 o'clock at night, wearing a costume too, you know, so...
That's just all year round in Derry.
All year round, all year round.
That's not just Halloween. We were saying earlier that when I was little, it was definitely a bin bag affair, definitely a bin bag affair.
You know, and there's something really nice about that, there's something really homely about that, and we talked earlier about, you know, do you like coming to big festivals like this, or do you like trick-or-treating around your own housing estate? And, you know, there's something to be said for that as well, and that's what's good about this long week celebration. You can still do the trick-or-treating, you can still come and see the fireworks, or you can watch them on this live stream tonight as well.
Because plenty of families would have come down earlier in the week, had their day in Derry, had their night in Derry, loads of activities throughout the day for families, whatever they wanted to do. But you can tell tonight, this is the night people have been waiting for. They've saved their best costumes for tonight, their best outfits for tonight, and the planning that goes into this.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that actually, because you can't underestimate how much planning goes into this. I mean, the council, Derry City and Strabane District Council here, are working all year long tirelessly on this, you know, and you'll see a huge wolf in the parade tonight, and that's not organised overnight.
No.
You know, that's planned months in advance, and that's the reason why it's so popular right across Europe, right across the world, and you've got people from America here today. And I should point out as well, Claire, that, you know, the amount of investment that goes into this, you know, the carnival parade, the Halloween celebrations, I think it costs around $550,000 to put the show on, with other investors involved as well. But the return coming back into this community, you're talking millions and millions of pounds, and I'm being told today around £7.4 million could well be brought back into this city again, so it's absolutely massive.
And it's big money. We know there's full hotel occupancy in Derry tonight. You know, we're lucky with all the viewers at home, or wherever you are tuning in from, they're able to see this from afar, but people have travelled here. They've put money into the restaurants, into the hotels, into the local tourism industry, and that's really important for people.
Yeah, you know, you only have to stop in at a few hotels tonight, and they're absolutely jam-packed. They've been sold out for a long time ago, and restaurants sold out, you know, bars absolutely packed tonight as well, because it's a night for the adults as well.
Night for the adults. Let's see who Ashley Swan has found to speak to. Are we going for full family effect, or the grown-ups dressing up?
Yeah, I mean, what's your favourite fruit? Because mine is bananas, and it's clearly these guys too. We're with this family, they've come all the way from England. How's it going? Good. And why? Why have we decided to have the banana costume as a family collective here?
Makes everyone smile.
Makes everyone smile. And is this your first Derry Halloween?
It is, yeah. Yeah, we are.
What made you want to come to Derry for Halloween? Obviously, it's brilliant, as you can see, but why?
Well, we heard it was a big parade, and we've got family here, so we're, two birds with us, so it's really good.
Amazing. And how are you guys finding it?
It's really good.
Yeah?
Fun.
Fun. And when did you arrive? Yesterday. So you've on the rain, but now look, the weather's brilliant here. You've got your banana outfits and you're ready for the parade.
Yeah.
Well, Claire, here we have it. I hope you like bananas, because, you know, the whole family here's got enough for all of us, so thanks very much.
not just a casual sight that you would see on a night like tonight. This is the biggest Halloween celebration in Europe, so what else would you expect, really? But we've seen families in themed costumes, we've seen families going rogue with their own costumes, but the actual parade itself, they are also in full fancy dress tonight, Dean.
They are, and I mean, it's really spectacular when you see it, and we're talking about community groups involved, Claire, that aren't just from the city centre here, they're from the outskirts right across the northwest as well. So you've got communities like Eglinton and dance groups and sports groups all involved in this parade. And, you know, if it wasn't for them, these big crowds wouldn't be standing here tonight, you know. And I think it's really worth pointing out as well that even though we had the bad weather yesterday, the council have actually extended the Halloween celebrations into tomorrow as well. So you might see the odd straggler still running about tomorrow in costume.
And if you're watching along from home and think, why did I not come up to Derry? You've got another chance tomorrow. Well,
you absolutely do. And you know, we've got the markets in Guildhall Square. You've got that, all the sights, sounds and smells that you will still be able to grab. But we've got it all here tonight anyway.
I know. Sure, what more would you want?
What more would you want?
Let's head over to Ashley.
Yes, I mean, it's hard here not to pick out everybody on this street with all their amazing costumes. But check this out. Father Ted right here. Father Ted costume. We've got Nicole here as Father Dougal. And tell me, how long did it take you to do that?
Not as long as you'd think. A lot of hot glue.
A lot of hot glue.
Hot glue.
When did you decide that that was the costume you were going to?
About January this year, and I waited the week before to actually make it.
You decided in January that this was your costume for Derry Halloween.
Oh yeah, Derry Halloween's so special to me, so I always have to think about it months in advance for sure.
And then we also have Mervyn here. Mervyn, tell me a bit about who you are.
Hello there, my name's Mervyn. I'm not actually dressed up here. I'm out here, it's a very spooky time of year. I'm just making sure that everyone's safe when all these ghosts and goblins and ghouls are out on the road, you know. So I'm just here experiencing this and making sure everything's all right.
Yes, and it looks like, Mervyn, we are going to have to move slightly here because the parade is coming in right behind us, as you can probably see. But how long have you been here for Derry Halloween? You're obviously from Northern Ireland, so how many Derry Halloweens have you been to?
Oh, I'm from Derry, so I've been here from the very start, yeah. 35 years, yeah.
35 years, and what about yourself, Mervyn?
Oh, this is my first one, but I'll be here every year, keeping an eye on it, you know.
Absolutely brilliant. Well, thank you very much for joining us on BBC News. And the parade's just starting behind us, Dean and Claire. So we're getting the first shots, and it's absolutely amazing.
Won't be long till it's joining us up here, Ashley Swan. Thank you for that. You've got to love getting the hot glue out for Halloween. If that's not commitment, I don't know what is. Someone else who's been very committed to this entire week long of festivities, Aidan McCarter from the council. Aidan, an event like this, on a night like this, do you feel proud when you see it all come together?
Yeah, it is. This is obviously a really special night. You do all this work all year. I mean, well, lots of people do a lot of work all year, and particularly in the last week or so, and we promote it all over the world, and we, you know it's a great event, but you know, it is always fantastic when you see the numbers of people that come out and that are around the streets of the city here tonight, and the costumes that people have, the effort that people put in. It is really special. There are people here from all over the world. You can hear their voices. You can hear different languages being spoken. It's a really special night, and it does make it all worthwhile. There's a huge amount of work that goes into this overall event. As you know, we'll do 3 nights awakening our wonderful walled city here, and then we obviously have the finale of our Halloween celebrations tonight. Halloween night itself, it's always the same. It's always the parade at this time, and then fireworks is going to be our big finale, our wonderful firework display at 8:15 tonight on the banks of the Foyle. So this is, it's a really special night tonight.
And Aidan, that big parade, it's iconic, but we heard some sad news about the snake that was meant to be a big showpiece tonight. What's happened?
Well, the snake had a busy week, and unfortunately the snake is a little bit weather. It's a little bit weather sensitive.
And it's been a bit weathered over the last week.
It has, yes, it has. So we had hoped the snake would participate in the parade, but the snake has promised to make an appearance in the city before too long. It's not going to be a stranger. It's assured us. It's had a wonderful week, but just unfortunately it couldn't make it out tonight. But there are all sorts of fabulous additions to the parade. We have our wolf, I think, is going to make an appearance, I'm pretty sure. And there's some other surprises as well. And people will have seen a taste of what's to come in the parade out around the streets of the walled city as the week went on. So tonight's parade isn't going to disappoint.
Aidan, Dean and I were saying earlier, Derry is Halloween and Halloween is Derry. Why does this city just love Halloween and go so big on it?
It is, yeah, it's one of the things that is special about this place. I mean, we are heading into our, next year will be our 40th anniversary. It started here, but the people of this city created a Halloween event. Halloween, as you know, is an ancient Celtic festival right across, particularly this island. As you know, Tourism Ireland are heavily promoting all of the island as the home of Halloween. It very much is. It's an ancient Celtic tradition. The Samhain, the Festival of Samhain, and tonight's the night where supposedly the veil between this world and the next is at its thinnest, and that is what traditionally for many centuries people dressed up and put on false faces, and that's where the tradition of fancy dress originated. And nearly 40 years ago here in this city, one or two pubs, I think, I've never liked to speculate as to which one it definitely is, started a fancy dress party, and the people of the city just took it to their hearts and thought, we are going to make Halloween our own, and they did that.
And you certainly have. Aileen McCarter, thanks for joining us with the council. Enjoy the parade, enjoy all your hard work. It's paid off, as the people around you are testament to. Enjoy the celebrations tonight. Let's head over to Ashley, where it is looking lively. That parade is getting close.
Yes, well, at the start, Dean and Claire, you spoke about all the international people that come here to Derry for Derry Halloween. We have two friends here, Sarah and Diego, all the way from California. How's it going?
So amazing!
So cool!
This must be your first Halloween in Derry.
It is our first Halloween in Derry.
Yes, ma'am. First Halloween in Derry.
What made you decide to come here? How did you hear about it? I want to hear it all.
Well, we heard this was the biggest Halloween festival in Europe and the home of Halloween, so we had to come.
I read about it on Reddit, and I heard it was really cool, so here we are. It's sick.
And when did you arrive?
About 3 days ago.
Yeah, we've been here for the full 4 days.
So how did you enjoy the other celebrations?
So amazing. It's so great to see the community and everyone really gather in to celebrate Halloween.
Well, I won't keep you going too long because the parade's starting, but how amazing is that, Dean and Claire? People all the way from California right here in Derry.
And who can blame them, Ashley? Where else would you want to be tonight other than in Derry City Centre? This is the biggest Halloween celebration in Europe tonight, and we're bringing it to you live every twist and turn. As you can see, we've got the parade taking off, those initial pictures coming through to us, and just some fabulous dancers to begin. This is from all ages taking part, Dean.
Yes, and you'll see, you know, Aileen touched on it there as well, the Celtic theme that is running throughout this festival tonight as well. Look at all the colour, the lights, and again, Claire, this just doesn't happen overnight. You know, these community groups have been planning this for months and months, and it's their time to shine, and you can see them really confident tonight as well.
And it's just the younger ages, you can see, stepping out into these huge crowds. You can imagine the butterflies in the bellies coming out to perform in this parade. The rehearsals, the preparations, they've been going on for weeks and months, as you say.
Can you imagine being a young child witnessing this right now?
I know.
You know, you don't actually see carnival parades like this in other big cities like London.
No.
There is a parade, of course, in New York as well, but this has been topped by New York's parade many times, and the Americans here would say that as well.
And this is it, and this is why this feels so special in this city, when you've got kids lying in the street watching those taking part, showing off for their mums, their dads, their wider family and their wider friends. But you can't underestimate it, that Aileen touched on it, this has been going for decades, but the parade has just got bigger and bigger, and the crowds have just got bigger again.
Absolutely, and those young children as well won't really understand how this all originated, and we're going to hear much more about it later, but I will touch on it now. Allegedly, about 40 years ago, obviously Derry is steeped in the troubles as well. About 40 years ago, there was a publican here in the city who wanted to have a Halloween party. A few people, Claire, allegedly just showed up in fancy dress costume, but there was a security alert at the time. There was a bomb scare which brought all the guests in the pub out onto the streets, and allegedly that's how it happened, and it just snowballed year in, year out. Other people might have a different version of events on that as well, but that's the story that's told time in, time again in this city. And you know, there's something really, you know, it gives you the roots of where it all came from. But again, you know, those young children tonight, they'll be seeing this for the first time. This is their new norm for Halloween, which is fun.
And yeah, well, that's the point, isn't it? It's this element of fun and the element of joy of taking part in something like this. And look, and I'm being distracted even looking at you because I'm looking over your shoulder because I'm just seeing more and more.
They're coming round, are
costumes. They're not quite coming round yet, but we can just see people getting their final positions for this part of the parade. We're so close to the River Foyle here. This is such an iconic part of the city.
Yeah, and you know, I said it earlier and I'll say it again, this is a small city. Many people call it a town. You know, the famous Phil Coulter song is The Town I Love So Well. So it's a small city, and you know, I can't really cope with the level of transport sometimes with a big festival like this. 120,000 people. You know, the road infrastructure can be quite poor, so there's a lot of planning goes into car parking, and you know, taxi drivers, I would say, they weren't maybe necessarily overly happy this week either. But again, it's all worth it when you're getting 7.4 million back in to the economy again. It outweighs all of those small negatives. But it's a small city, and that's why it feels so homely in a way tonight. And it won't be very long now until you see the parade coming behind us.
Dean, tell us about some of the groups that are involved tonight. You mentioned some local community groups, but they go right across this city and the wider area, and do you have a real stake in this parade?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you've got the Kerala community involved tonight. You've got young dance groups. You've got groups with the focus on special needs as well. So, you know, it's not just your traditional performers and art schools that are involved here. You've got communities from right across the northwest and not just Derry City. So there's a real northwest carnival feel to this. And we're going to meet the man behind the carnival parade later on as well. And he'll give you a real sense of the work, the stitching, the sewing, all the painstaking work that goes into it. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's worth it. It's worth it when you see the smiles on so many children's faces around here tonight. They're smiling from ear to ear.
The crowds are smiling, and like I say, they came down earlier on today and we were chatting to different families about the crack they were going to have today and having a bit of food and people watching. This is the ultimate people watching experience.
Do you know, and it's very easy to say, you know, the sights, the sounds, the smells, but the smells of walking through Guildhall Square today.
Oh, delicious.
You know, delicious. And we haven't got a chance to eat properly yet, but maybe after.
No. Cup of tea. Thank us about the height of my culinary experience in Derry today. We'll have to right that wrong. Dean, as well, this actual route itself, we're going to see the parade come up behind us. They're going to loop round, and this is the Peace Bridge, Guildhall in the background that you can see as well. And I believe we're just about to see the start of the parade coming round the corner. So it'll be on our screens very, very soon. I think the best part of this for me today has been seeing the wide mix of people just coming together.
Because it's your first time, isn't it?
My first time, don't judge me, my first time at a Derry Halloween event, and it has exceeded all my expectations. And I mean that really genuinely. I didn't know what to expect. You can go to Christmas light switch-ons, you can go to St. Patrick's Day parades, but this is something different. When you see a skeleton pushing a buggy with a baby skeleton down below.
That just says it all.
That just says it all. But if it's your first time experiencing Halloween in Derry, it's quite a sight.
You know, and things have developed over the years. We have a massive fun fair now over in Everington Square, the former Everington Barracks, that would never ever have seen anything like that before. So a huge fun fair there. Irene touched on it earlier actually as well, the awakening of the walls trail. So the famous historic walls here in Derry come to life with fire, with, you know, dragons, witches, and that's really something to behold, something to see. Obviously it was postponed last night because of the bad weather, but on Wednesday night the streets were absolutely thronged and you couldn't get moving in this city.
It's not just Halloween night, is it?
No,
it's a whole week.
It's a massive week, and you know, I heard the mayor of the city earlier today actually calling for a Halloween month, and I think they probably the taxpayer might have something to say about it, but
you say that though, it's the 40th anniversary next year.
Next year's the 40th anniversary, and you know, you wonder what they might do for that as well. Would they go bigger and better again? Can they possibly go bigger and better than that?
Well, I can just see behind me some spooky elements of the parade coming. It's the lights and even the sheer size of some of these puppets and puppeteers that are being brought through the city of Derry tonight. The infrastructure of this and the planning of this is absolutely huge, but everything's being lit up and you're starting to see the smiles on people's faces as they start to clock those first few glimpses of the parade as it comes through.
And people feel proud, don't they? People feel proud of their city when they're standing by here and watching. I can see so many adults smiling away because their children are happy, and that is ultimately what it's about. People are proud because their city's doing so well, and it's a chance for them to really showcase their city right across the world.
And why not? I've got a spooky guest just appeared beside me. Hello. Very well. Do you want to tell us who you are?
Well, I'm the devil incarnate, actually.
Oh, I kind of figured that one out myself.
I'm actually Brian Doherty. How are you?
Brian,
how are you doing?
Brian, how are you?
Brian Doherty, I believe you're to blame for all of this.
Well, I'd like to take a blame, but I don't think I can take all of it. No, I think it was what happened some 40 years ago was quite coincidental.
Well, tell us, how did you get involved in this? Halloween kicked it off from the beginning. What was it like back then?
What happened was, I mean, we weren't the first bar in Derry to do a fancy dress, but we certainly we organised a fancy dress back in 1985, and we said to all our patrons, clients, regulars, you know, you're coming along Halloween, we want you all to dress up in fancy dress, printed tickets, gave them out to everybody weeks before, come along, you get reduced entry if you come in fancy dress. And lo and behold, Doherty's Bar at the time, we had a nightclub upstairs. It was a fairly big establishment, and we did a lot of music all the time, so we had a lot of good regulars, music lovers. And by 9 o'clock, 9:30, the whole downstairs bar was packed. There was 80, 90, 100, all in fancy dress. Unbelievable costumes, fantastic. And of course, everybody's in fancy dress, or all out to have a good time. So suddenly, literally about 10 o'clock-ish, police Land Rover pulled up outside, bomb scare, evacuate the premises, oh my God. So, and go out the Castle Street entrance. So of course we said everybody out quick. So everybody, oh my God, scurried out, spilled out onto Castle Street, and of course hurried along Castle Street in droves over to Shipkey Street, down Shipkey Street, and spilled into all the hostelries down there, the different bars and the rest of the city centre, which, as I recall, didn't have fancy dress parties that night. So of course all our patrons, when they spilled out, fantastic fancy dress, then went into all, and they were intent on having a good time, so nothing was going to spoil it for them. And all the places they went to, they ended up having a great party night. So we went on to all ours, and the resilience of the Derry people and our patrons made sure they decided they weren't going to have their party spoiled by any bomb scare. And thankfully there was no bomb as it turned out. But so after that, in the following year, nearly every bar in the city centre had a fancy dress parade, and so that's what happened. That's the fact. So I'm not claiming responsibility for it, but I think it was the coincidence of, you know, there were other bars in town. The Castle, Tony Tone, famous publican, Willie Barrett, and Gidor, they had fancy dresses in their bar, you know, previous years, but they're not particularly, it was a very big one because we had a fairly big premises and lots of people came.
Are you proud of that tradition you've set?
Very proud of our city, as a proud Derry man, yeah, born and reared here. Proud that our city and our people, our citizens embrace festivals like this, the Halloween Festival, the Jazz Festival. People in Derry like to have a good time, and they're very proud and passionate about their city, and yeah, everybody supports it, and it's great to see so many tourists here from foreign lands coming now, because the word has gone out over the last, well, 39, 40 years. And it's great to see the City Council have done such great work on it, promoting it and keeping it going. And all to my any bar owners, community groups, hoteliers who've also contributed and worked toward keeping this festival going and keeping the momentum. And as I say, it's a 40th anniversary, I think, next year of the council getting involved. And fair play to them. They did a great job. Congratulations.
Brian Doherty, you're going down in Halloween folklore in the city of Derry. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Claire.
Enjoy your night. Let's head over to Ashley.
Yes, Claire, thank you very much. Now, I know everybody loves Hocus Pocus. We're here with a character from Sisters. We've got Emma, who's from here in Derry. How's it going?
Yeah.
And why did you choose this outfit from Sisters?
Well, I like a Hocus Pocus, but I like a singing, dancing, like spell things.
You like the singing and the dancing and spells? Do you want to have a little sing for us right now?
I was a drama group that time. I was doing things we were doing.
Amazing.
Was a dancing doom day, was all the fifth, you know, like, do you know Eve had done Megaton, like, a song like Hocus Pocus?
Yeah.
Cat. Like a different type of music.
Amazing. And do you have a spell to cast on everyone watching here on BBC News?
After that tournament, I was doing the posting.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Like, bubble, bubble, let it bubble, like Pep.com.
Wow. She's just cast a spell on you, Claire and Dean. I'd be careful going home tonight.
This one loud.
Ashley, you will be casting spells by the end of the evening yourself. You have to watch yourself. She'll be turning us into a frog or something, that Ashley Swan. She is worth a watching, but it's all part of this magical fun here in Derry tonight. If you're just joining us, this is the BBC News live stream. We're live on the BBC iPlayer and we are at Europe's biggest Halloween celebration live from Derry City Centre. The parade itself is weaving its way through the town now, and you can really get a sense of the music and the dance and the effort that's gone into this. Just a couple of skeletons shaking their instruments. They're loving this. This is their moment. This is what they've been preparing for.
Do you think you can see the camera? I think you can see the camera.
Give us a wave.
You know, we've got groups here tonight. Claire, Listen to Galvin Women's Group taking part. I think they passed just a short time ago. The Rainbow School of Dance as well, and Destined, a local group here that is so close to so many people's hearts. And you'll have so many families out here tonight supporting groups like that as well. Not just here for the fun, but to show support, to show encouragement, because this is a big performance night for them. And you know, we saw a witch there with Ashley a moment ago.
Yes.
One of the big highlights this week were the Hocus Pocus witches, which have been touring around, and they're so accurate to the real thing. They have been absolutely fantastic all week, and they've been in the shopping centres, they've been going up and down the lifts in shopping centres, captured those imaginations. And you know, look at this, all the colour, waving to the crowds, and just, you know, everybody just taking in every single bit of effort that has been put into this carnival parade.
It's just even the smiles on the faces of those taking part. Well, those who aren't just glaring at us because they're trying to give us a fright, but you know, you see people waving out to the crowd because they are loving showcasing what they've been working towards, and they've been absolutely loving the preparations for this. And this is no easy feat to get right, and they're doing an incredible job so far. Let's cross over to Ashley. Ashley, it's looking lively where you are.
Yes, I mean, it's Halloween, but we've managed to find Santa Claus, Claire and Dean. I mean, can you believe it? We've got Damien here, who's from Derry. How's it going, Damien?
Not too bad, not too bad.
And we've got a very special guest. You've come early. I know you've came very early, Damien, but you've got a special guest on top of your shoulders there. Who's that?
This is Dara.
Hi, Dara. You going to say hi? Dara's distracted by all the amazing parade. Why did you go Santa Claus, Damien?
Well, I guess I thought it would be, I don't know, just thought it would be interesting to do something different.
And obviously you're from Derry, so how many years have you been coming here for Halloween? How many years have you been coming here for Halloween?
Most years of my life, most years.
And so, and it just gets better and better every year?
Every year, it seems to be. It's very big this year, so very pleased. Like.
Amazing, yeah, and it's just great for the city as well to have so many people coming from abroad, but also people like Damien that are from right here in Derry and, you know, come every year. And, you know, Claire and Dean, get the Christmas list out because Santa Claus is coming soon.
You know what, Santa, I'm just saying, you might be a Derry man, but we all know you're going back to the North Pole after this, getting ready for Christmas. I can't even think about Christmas yet. Let's get through Halloween. First of all, I mean, the parade itself has been gathering and weaving its way through the city now.
We're just waiting for it come towards us. That's what we're waiting on now.
It will not be long, Dean. It won't be long before it's weaving its way through to us. And people have been waiting for this for weeks and months now, but that's not all we're seeing tonight. We're going to have this fabulous fireworks display on the River Foyle, or above the River Foyle, in probably around half an hour's time.
Yeah, so what will happen is everyone will be standing very idly by for the parade, then everyone will start making their way down Queen's Quay here, and they want to get as close to the fireworks as possible, but you can see the fireworks probably 10 miles away because they're so huge. We've got 2 barges on the River Foyle tonight because the fireworks display is so huge that they've got 2 barges on the Foyle. Again, a lot of planning into that. We heard from the man himself behind the fireworks display on BBC Radio Foyle today, and you know, a lot of money goes into it, a lot of effort goes into it, but you can rest assured people will walk away tonight going, that's probably the best fireworks display that they've seen.
Well, let's have a look and see what we can see at the moment, the sights and the sounds of this parade coming through Derry City Centre. This is Halloween night, the biggest celebration in Europe, happening right here in front of us. And this parade, which has been filled with kids and community groups and grown-ups. I mean, some of these are quite scary, some are quite friendly. You honestly just don't know what you're going to get next. People are even filming the parade as they go around, because it's a moment for them too.
I think it's worth mentioning too, Claire, that we've got media organisations from around the world here as well. We have broadcasters from America here. We also, you know, we bumped into journalists earlier in the week from, one was from France, another journalist from the US as well, and people from LA standing in Guildhall Square today. So they're really going to get their eyes opened here, and again, it's going to go into the wee hours.
You know, absolutely. Just look at that parade for now, and just, even the lights up, you can see the rest of the fun amusements and everything, the Ferris wheel and the rides over at Ebrington Square. This has been a huge production to put on. Let's go cross over to Ashley. Ashley, who have you got with you?
Yes, well, we're here with Dave and Margaret. Dave's from England and Margaret is from here. And we've got Margaret as sort of the Addams family, and then we have Dave is Day of the Dead, Mexican sort of Day of the Dead celebration. I mean, look at that! Wow! Unzips the coat, amazing outfit.
And it's not raining in Derry. Happy days.
And obviously, how are you finding it?
Oh, it's cracking. Really good. Yeah. We came last year. Well, we live here. We came last year, and it's far busier.
Yeah.
It's getting really good.
Was last year the first time you came to the Halloween celebration?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
The spectacular
Yeah.
floats, the whole of everything that they put on throughout the whole week is amazing.
I have to say a big shout out to Derry Strabane Council, because they are amazing. What they put on through the whole year, they put every council in the rest of the country to shame.
Yes.
They are really, really good.
Yes, absolutely. Well, Dave and Margaret, thank you for joining us here on BBC News. And yeah, the parade's getting on behind us, Dean and Claire. It looks amazing, but we'll throw back to you guys.
Looks amazing, looks windy as well where you are, Ashley. We must be sheltered here. Told you, prime position for these pictures that we're bringing to you tonight from Derry City Centre of the Halloween Parade. Look at this, look at these moves and masks.
You know, as well, Claire, it's worth pointing out that Derry is very much a musical city. It's all about the drama, it's all about the music, some famous artists from the city as well. So people take great pride in performing on these streets. Look at this. Absolutely fantastic.
He's coming for you, Dean.
And we saw a huge wolf there a short time ago as well, making its way down the quay. That's a massive focal point this year. Everybody's really interested in this huge wolf. You would have seen it earlier in the week, making its way down Bishop Street, a very narrow, old, small street here in the city. And it was really spectacular to see, and the kids absolutely love it. Can you imagine if you're into a movie like that as well? It feels like you're on a movie set sometimes.
Yeah, and those action, what they're pulling along now, and you can see some of those structures. The sheer height of them, they're about 2-story high. If I turn and look at them and see the sheer size, and so the crowds that are in their thousands can see these coming from afar. I mean, you can see them up close there, but for some people, they're just seeing these figurines and figures emerge above the crowd. These faces and sights. Oh, and here we go.
There's another wolf.
There's a wolf, red-eyed, looking through the crowds. Let's see how the kids react to that. Let's go over to Ashley. I believe she's made friends with a couple of Lorax. Would it be like you, Ashley?
Yes, look, take a look at this, guys. That's quite the costume. Where are you guys all from?
We're all from Derry, and this is our 4th year. Every year we come together, friends and family all come together to get dressed up for Halloween.
So you're all part of the same family?
We are indeed, all friends and family, yeah.
And so you see you do this every year. When did you decide that this was the costume?
Last year.
Last year, like last Halloween?
Absolutely. We were dressed as Beetlejuice last year. The whole lot of us were Beetlejuice. And this year we said, let's go Lorax.
And how long did it take you to do the costume?
Not bad. We ordered a wee bit of face paint, bit of crack in the house before we left. And enjoyed the atmosphere. It's brilliant.
Amazing. And let's just hear your biggest Halloween. Woo! Well, there you have it, Derry, Dean and Claire. I mean, what effort. That's crazy. Every year they come with something else. It's amazing.
You can imagine the crack in that household getting ready before they're coming down to their parade, and all the way from Newry as well. People are travelling in for this day, and they're showcasing their best outfits. I'm absolutely loving it. How do you decide in a group that big what you're all going to go dress as?
Well, you know, you always think you're going to go for the easy ones, like the Power Rangers, or what's the big thing these days? The K-pop?
K-pop Demon Hunters. I've seen a few today.
Have you seen a few? I haven't seen any yet.
Today.
I'm not familiar with them, but you know, people are going to think, what's the biggest trend? But that's just standout, isn't it?
There'd be rows in my house if we tried to get everyone to dress
Stick
the
you
same.
to the bin liners, Claire, the bin liners.
I was saying earlier, we had hand-me-down bin liners last year. Sure, my mum wasn't going to be wasting multiple of them for our fits at Halloween. But it's a big, you see the big groups coming and getting into their theme and dress, and it's all part of the crack.
You know, and you know, we had Cranach College there, I just noticed, passing through the parade, and a group called Reach Across as well. And you know, we're actually, people might not be able to see it, but we're actually crowded with people around us here as well, watching what we're doing, keeping an eye on the parade, keeping an eye on the fun fair across the River Foyle, and waiting very patiently on this massive fireworks display as well.
Well, this is it. People want to. I mean, the thing is, they want it all, but this parade, as it goes through, because it is so big, 600 participants in full fancy dress, people are really getting their entertainment. So if you look at this, look at those moves, blowing kisses to the crowds. Crowd pleasers there.
It's the colour, Claire, and it's the, you know, the weather is on our side tonight, isn't it?
Oh, totally.
You're
because
right,
this could have been a very different story in
the
Derry.
sun was shining earlier today. It's quite calm tonight. It's cold, absolutely cold, but people are wrapped up. They're well used to it here. They're hardy in this city, and they're prepared to watch scenes like this unfold on the streets of the city.
And it adds to that, under this black night sky, the lights shine so much brighter whenever you have clear skies, and the weather makes all the difference. And you know, if you are a family stepping out for the evening, will the kids be able to tolerate it? So it's just so fortunate, it's so lucky that Derry has got a fabulous night for Halloween tonight. The weather forecasters were right, and they've drawn out the crowds. And these participants in the parade, 600 of them, as I was saying, the costumes have stayed perfectly in place, and as they were getting ready, putting those finishing touches together, they were going out there, Dean, to look their best.
And what you're seeing here, probably, Claire, is members of the public following the end of the parade as well, because they'll be thinking about the fireworks display. They'll want to beat the crowds as well. Again, it's a small city, so people will be navigating their way through here. We're waiting patiently for the parade to come behind us. It has to do a U-turn on the banks of the Foyle before it comes up behind us.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's almost here actually. I can see it in the distance.
We can almost see it in the distance. Maybe you've got better eyes than I do. But you know what? This is a well-rehearsed event. And if you're just joining us on the iPlayer or on BBC News website, we are live from Derry City as they celebrate a Halloween. This follows a week of events of spooky trails, ghost stories and folklore as people swap and share their spooky Halloween stories with each other. And this is the finale tonight. This is the carnival what people have turned out for. They've turned out in their best costumes, their best fancy dress, and they've turned out to see this huge parade followed by fireworks over the River Foyle.
And you know, you mentioned there as well costumes and swapping. There was a lovely event on this week, Claire, where people got to swap costumes, old costumes in the Guildhall, and that gives you a real sense as well that nothing's going to waste here. And I should point out, in the parade as well, you might see some things recycled from the St Patrick's Day parade, so there's no waste, and that's something that's really important to the Northwest Carnival Initiative as well, that they use and reuse materials over and over again in other parades.
It's a really, really good point. So if you see a few rogue St Patrick's floating among the parade, you'll know why. Sustainability. Ashley, let's cross over to you. Who are you with? And it's still lively.
Yes, well, I'm getting a lot of people around us, Claire and Dean, smiling at us because they know who this is. And we've got Shane, who's actually Jenny from Big Brother, who is part of Big Brother season this year, local celebrity here in Derry.
Definitely. So I'm Jenny's best friend, Shane, and she's wearing the Big Brother. She's like the first person in over like nearly 15 years from Northern Ireland to go on the Big Brother. So before she went into the house, I actually planned me and her together. I was like, so if you're still in by Halloween, I'm going to dress up as you. And she was like, brilliant idea. So as I'm sure a lot of Derry people know, she's all over the town. City competitions have her literally everywhere in the town, billboards, posters, every shop that you walk into, she's there. Because you know what? Get your tickets now on city competitions. Get your tickets now on city competitions.
Wow, how amazing is that?
Jenny P.
But I'm just wondering, Jenny. I'll call you Jenny. Jenny, you know, so you've thought about this whole outfit for, you know, since Jenny went into the Big Brother house, which was when?
Which was 4 months ago.
4 months ago. And you look at me. Did Jenny give you this dress?
No, we actually bought the same dress.
You bought the same dress on the same day?
On the same day.
Amazing. And I guess when you've been walking down the street, people, I mean, I just saw people there say, you look class, because they know exactly who you are. She's totally famous around here.
Really, everywhere, like even England. I've had people from America message me that recognise her now, but she is big things coming for Jenny.
Well, that's absolutely amazing, isn't it, Claire and Dean? We've got our own local celebrity, Jenny, walking through the streets of Derry.
Absolutely brilliant.
You have to love that for Shane Melly. That is true friendship, isn't it? And true support for Jenny, who's in the Big Brother house. If you saw the clip of her this week on social media, she was suggesting there were some spooky goings on in her in the Big Brother house as well. It's that season, Dean. It's Halloween.
You know, Shane's pretty popular himself on TikTok as well, and he's actually a professional makeup artist as well. So you can tell there that he knows exactly what he's doing when it comes to makeup, and he's paying tribute to his friend Jenny.
And making the most of the Halloween celebrations, you love to see what's trending for costumes in a year. I think K-pop Demon Hunters has really taken
Well, that probably has to win, doesn't it?
For the
I don't know anything about them, but I know my nieces and nephews
Why do you not know anything about them?
My nieces
How
and
do you
nephews are.
escape this?
I'm starting to know the songs. They just get into your head and you can't.
I won't make you sing them.
No, please don't.
Well, no, I won't. I won't do that to you. But you always find out at Halloween, people want to give the best original costumes and the best outfits. And we're just seeing some more scenes of the crowds today. I mean, this has been massive entertainment as well. Gorgeous Ferris wheel just by the Peace Bridge in Derry, and people who have come down, they're not just here for the parade, they're here for their night out.
Yeah, and you know, Everington Square is where you're seeing right now where this Ferris wheel is.
Yeah.
Probably about 6, 7, 10 years ago, definitely, you wouldn't have seen very much in Everington Square whatsoever, and now you're seeing a lot of activity there. Restaurants, bars, a hotel, and a huge Ferris wheel to attract loads of children.
And for the people around us at the moment, they're starting to get their first glimpse of the parade as it starts to come up behind us along the banks of the River Foyle. We can see the police lights start to flash in the reflection of the lenses, and now we know that the front of the parade will soon be within our sights. It's worth saying again, Dean, this parade is huge.
600 participants, you know, we've got 32 groups as well. You can see the police here in force. A big task for them as well.
Yep.
They're very lucky, I suppose, they don't have the snake to keep under the snake element to keep under control tonight because of the weather.
Which is not a sentence I thought we were going to be saying on our coverage tonight, but the snake has really become a story of the day.
It really has. It's a 50-metre long snake, and you know it can't be featured in the parade because of the weather. Although it's quite calm now, but yeah, it's too delicate, it's too important. The snake might feature in the city centre tomorrow.
By the sounds of it, it'll be back for the St Patrick's Day parade come March. Let's go over to Ashley. How's it going?
It's amazing, Claire. I must say, I'm going to say something quite Northern Irish. Obviously, I'm from Scotland, but the crack is 90. It's brilliant. And we're here with Trish and your friend. What's your name, sorry?
Maria.
And look at their costumes. I think that's taken quite a long time for you to do that.
Oh, it has.
And you're both from Derry?
We're both from Derry, yeah.
And do you come to Halloween every year, or is this your first? Or
No, we're Derry people. We come to Halloween every year and get dressed up every year.
How are you finding it this year?
Brilliant. It's really great, and the weather's just made it now, especially after last night.
Absolutely. And you know, being from Derry, you must come to Halloween, as you say, quite often. Do you notice a sort of change in the amount of people coming and people from abroad?
Absolutely, there's definitely more people every year, and there's more and more people, more visitors. The hotels are booked out. It's great. It's fantastic atmosphere. Stuff on all week as well. It's not just the parade tonight, the fireworks.
What an amazing thing for Derry, you know, to have something like this that's so special.
Yeah, it really is. It's known everywhere. People are talking about it all different parts of the world and stuff, so it's just really great.
Well, isn't that lovely, Dean and Claire? You've got two ladies very proud to be from Derry, and they're here. We're right in the centre, and I think the fireworks are starting soon, but it's just amazing.
Oh, Ashley, and seeing you standing chatting to a cow or an inflatables, it really does warm the heart. I have to say, it's all part of it. And that's one of the things I do love about a costume and hate about a costume. I love when you can see someone's face, because I go around smiling at everyone, saying Happy Halloween, Happy Halloween. You don't know whether they're smiling back at you or not.
I should point out that I did dress up as a cow one year. The face paint was...
Oh, it's all coming out now, isn't
and
it?
I did also dress up, probably one of my favourites, as Roy Cropper from Coronation Street. I did have a mask on and an apron, so nobody knew it was me, but yeah, entertain many members of my family.
Oh, that's amazing, isn't it? But that's it, Roy Cropper. Sure, you could wear that on the daily, Dean. Why do you not dress like that to work? That's what I want to know. No, as you can see, the parade will be emerging in the next few moments just behind us. Over my shoulder, I can start to see the front of it, and it is quite a spectacle to see.
When you can see the stewards coming up and making their way towards us, that means the parade is very, very close. You can see those large structures coming behind us now here. And all eyes will be on that wolf. Wait till you see the wolf up close. It's pretty unbelievable.
I feel a bit nervous.
It's been the big talking point this year.
I feel a bit nervous about the wolf, all the chat about it.
You'll be fine, you'll be fine.
But that's it. When it comes to the Halloween parade, there's something for everyone. There's something scary for everyone as well.
Yeah, and you know, I think that the more you see the parade, you'll see that there's beautiful things in it, there's beautiful colours, but you need a bit of a fright and a bit of a scare along the way as well, don't you? You need that. It's not Halloween without a bit of a fright.
No, it's Fright Night in Derry tonight, and we're in the heart of it.
We are. And you know, at the end of the day, this is going to go on now. It's going to go the whole way up to Queen's Quay, where it started out. It's going to go where it started out. And then we've got the fireworks display afterwards. But those kids that are part of this parade, they will just mingle through the crowd again, go back to their mums and dads or their guardians and just stand about watching it like everybody else.
And that's why this is such an important community event, because these people who prepared for this, they have prepared within their local communities, and now they've come into the city to showcase everything that they are passionate about, whether that is dancing, whether that is art, whether that is performance. And yet they are the people who belong to this city who are taking part. And when you've got that community element to all of that, there's a sense of belonging when you come here. And that's perhaps one of the reasons why so many international guests love to come to Derry and soak all of that up.
I don't think we can underestimate the importance of the homely feel to this parade, and I think that's why it translates so much right across the world. And I think we can safely say the world now, because people from all over the world are here right now. The parade is coming closer to us now. Look at these wee ones.
Let's turn right on. Here they come.
We saw them earlier, didn't we? And now they're reaching us here.
The youngest of the performers dancing in their sequins, their sparkles, their purple and green outfits.
And you know, I'm sure it's exhausting for them as well.
They've been dancing since 7 o'clock, even in this parade alone. I can hear the K-pop demon hunters.
Oh, here we go. Is this K-pop? This is K-pop.
How could you not know? I mean, this is the type of thing that just hones in into what kids love at the moment. It's what they're passionate about. This is their moment to perform, and they are delivering on the streets of Derry tonight. Honestly, this does your heart good.
Okay, I know this song now. I know it now.
Dana, I would be embarrassed for you.
But you know what's lovely as well? They're looking at us to see if we're watching them, and there's something so nice about it.
Oh no, I want to cheer them on. Start to hear the drums of the next performers coming. It's interesting to see how this all seamlessly is put together in a programme of different groups and acts. This doesn't just get thrown together, Dean. This has been well thought through.
And you know, the council, Claire, will be nervous tonight. They want this to run smoothly. They want it to run to time. They want it to run safely. A lot of health and safety measures put into this as well. And it's all worth it because you get moments exactly like this where these huge inflatables can lean down to the children and adults and interact and be part of the whole thing. I mean, like, where else are you going to see this?
Well, I'm just wondering, am I going to get a high five out of these guys?
That might be the ambition.
Am I going to get a high five out of these? And the thing is, I'm looking at the heads, trying to make eye contact with them, and then I realise they're actually being controlled and manned by actual humans, but I don't want to spoil the magic of all that. I'll need to catch an eye of one of the street performers. This is a real art, you know, this is so realistic.
As far as I'm aware, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this might be the first year that these guys are featuring in the parade.
Oh, it's debut. It's a debut.
It's their debut, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's their debut.
And look.
You're going to have to try for a high five, Claire.
These puppeteers know what they're doing to entertain the crowd, don't they? I'll try and get my high five. Can we get a high five? Oh my word. Imagine being ignored by a puppet.
They're too busy.
This is a low point. We're just trying to get a high five. They're getting blatantly ignored, which is very upsetting. I can keep giving it a try, but the full focus is on the crowds.
They're on a mission.
At least give us a wave.
A tight schedule, Claire.
They're on a tight schedule, is right, Dean.
Now this huge skull making its way down.
Do you know what? I've just been ghosted by a Halloween puppet. Is there anything more tragic on Halloween night?
Now we've got some drums making their way down. And for people who aren't aware, this is the banks of the River Foyle. People are lined the streets. Thousands and thousands of people lined the streets here.
And they've got their phones out and they're capturing the moment. I mean,
well, they all want that TikTok moment, don't they? They want to be the person that films one of the main highlights of the year.
Absolutely. Here they come. Different cultures and different communities and different community groups has been recognised in this sequence of programming and the sequence of events too, Dean. It's a real joy to see how
Are you impressed? It's your first year. Are you impressed?
Oh, I'm very impressed. It's warming the heart more than anything else. And seeing the smiles on everyone's faces and the hard work that's put into this, and it's so nice to just see this in its procession.
Ah, the Hocus Pocus.
The Hocus Pocus witches have arrived. Hocus witches, but have they seen them dance on the streets of Derry before? That's the question. Complete with cauldron.
Witches with all the extra trimmings, all the lights around their hats and broomsticks. Those Sanderson sisters, I don't know anybody who doesn't love them.
Iconic, Dean, that is why. You can bring all your K-pop demon hunters all you like, but the classic witch at Halloween.
Every community group is offering something completely different, aren't they? You know, different colours, different themes. Eddie McCarter said it earlier as well, the Celtic theme kind of going throughout.
Yes, and you can see this now in the masks and costumes of what you see are spectacular as well. You know, this is a whole family affair. Dancing skeletons, waving to the crowd. And we talk about the Hocus Pocus witches. It's a timeless costume. And one that cannot be underestimated, as you will see very, very shortly. Through the generations.
There are witches everywhere tonight, Claire.
Oh, I can see them everywhere. And you know what? I've got two just beside me, Dean, would you believe? Two little witches. Happy Halloween, girls. What's your name?
Autumn.
And what's your name?
Bella.
And where have you flown in from on your broomsticks?
England.
You've come all the way from England. And did you fly on a broomstick?
Yes.
Did you fly on a broomstick too?
Yes.
I am very impressed, little witches. What do you think of the parade in Derry tonight?
It's really good and really, I love it so much. All the costumes around is really great.
And what has been your favourite costume to see?
The skeletons.
The skeletons? Do you not think they're a bit frightening? No, well, not frightening for two brave witches like you. Look at this. It's spooky, isn't it?
Yeah.
And tell me this, who are you here with?
Mummy and Daddy and Emma and Malachi.
Emma and Malachi? And who are they?
They're Mummy's friends.
Oh, lovely. Mummy's friends are with you as well.
And they also, I like that, so we're staying at theirs and I know them well.
Oh, and they're lovely family friends, are they?
Yeah.
And tell me this, what have you liked about the parade?
I've liked all the sparkles on the things.
So all the sequin costumes and everything like that. And also, tell me this, have you been to Halloween in Derry before?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
This is my first time. And you've been before.
I started this when I was 2 years old.
How old are you now?
7.
So you've been here 5 years?
Yeah.
And are you two sisters?
Yes.
Are you spooky sisters?
Yeah.
Yes. And the last thing I want to ask you ladies, what's your favourite thing about Halloween?
Trick-or-treating.
Trick-or-treating, what's your favourite thing?
Dressing up in all different kinds of costumes.
Dressing up in all the different costumes. Why do you like trick-or-treating? Sure you don't like sweets?
I love sweets.
Do you? Well, girls, happy Halloween. Enjoy the parade. Look who's behind us. A wolf. Have an amazing Halloween. High five. Good girls. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Of all ages.
How adorable.
Adorable. The witch, it's a classic. You can't blame the classic witch outfit. Off with Mummy, Daddy, Emma and Malachi. Hosting them in Derry, it seems. Lovely family friends, why not?
They could join the Sanderson sisters very easily.
It's honestly, it's iconic and timeless. You would have watched anything else.
The wolf have just passed by a short time ago.
We've still got some scary creatures coming this direction.
Are these wolves? These look like wolves.
They look like wolves to me. It's a wolf pack.
I'm going to be honest, it's difficult sometimes to know what the costumes are.
But isn't that the beauty? They are what they are.
They are what they are, and that's what's beautiful.
A bit of sorcery about them.
We've got
you get that Celtic vibe.
Another wolf coming, making its way down here as well.
I love that those two little witches didn't even blink at the giant wolf behind them.
And so confident.
So confident. No bother to them.
I wonder when they put on the witches' costumes, does it just bring you a different element of confidence altogether?
I have no doubt that it is probably a wonderful alter ego when you are 7 years old and you get to dress up as a witch and come out to something like this. The sights, the sounds, the music.
Look at this. Is that a skeleton? With a very funky hairstyle.
You have to say these mythical creatures have got some moves on them.
This is another wolf. It's really, everybody's been talking about it this week, Claire.
It's amazing use of the puppeteering and
it's the way things are lit up as well.
Yeah, beautiful lighting to it. You almost don't know where to look because there's so much to see, Dean.
There's too much happening. There's too much happening.
And the dance routines continue.
All happening with the Guildhall clock. Lit up orange tonight as well.
I mean, you're really getting a sense of it now, Dean, aren't you?
Well, these guys are a bit creepy, aren't they?
I don't think I'd fancy a high five from them.
No,
bit too creepy for me.
They can pass by. Pass on.
They can stay away.
You're getting a real sense of scale here, aren't you, though? It's a parade that's just going on and on. And you can see the money spent here in this parade. You can see the input and the efforts that's gone in because it's going on for ages.
Some of these costumes are so exquisite. In the best way possible. This is certainly not a homemade bin bag witch's outfit
there are no
that we're
bin
seeing
bags
on the streets tonight. No. Puzzle that you're getting a final glimpse of. This brings together the end of Halloween's Derry's iconic Halloween Carnival Parade. It's just passing us. It will continue down. These are the final shots you'll see from where we're standing and for the spectators around us, Dean.
You can see people moving already, Claire, because the parade has passed them and they know it's almost time for the massive fireworks display. So people are starting to make a move already, and you can see the members of public coming in behind the parade there. That's how you know it's coming to an end.
You really have to respect people who come out in a fleecy onesie for this. It's an easy win, isn't it, for a costume, a fleecy onesie?
The onesie era is still very much at play.
I don't blame them. But everyone's got a smile on their face. I was just commenting on your lovely onesie. And the face paint as well. You're rocking it. Happy Halloween! Honestly, you want to just get a sense of the spirits everyone's in. Everyone's in great form.
They're in great form, and you know there's something really lovely when the fireworks kick off as well. There will be an eerie silence, believe it or not, because people want to see the fireworks, they want to hear the fireworks, and it's funny, everybody just goes silent for that moment.
Now, we have been capturing all the events tonight on our BBC Live page as well, and Jake Liggett joins us now. Jake, you've been one of the reporters out and about capturing everything that there is to offer in Derry today. What have you found has been catching your eye? Costumes, bit of crack, what's it been for you?
I suppose first off, Claire, it's just been the general atmosphere. The atmosphere has been brilliant. Everyone's been so friendly. I was down at the start of the parade at 7 when it kicked off, and just seeing the kids there practicing, warming up, the energy levels were through the roof, and it was just brilliant to see.
And there's so many people from far and wide who've arrived here today, Jake. Have you come across any?
Yes, I've met many people from America. I've met groups of people from Newry. I've met people from in the city itself, Oma, just the whole of Northern Ireland, further afield, Europe, a few Spanish people as well. No, it's full of people from everywhere.
Jake, not surprised that you're giving Oma a shout out there, but they've all arrived into Derry for the one thing. And just, you know, if people do want to catch up with everything tonight, where can they?
Well, everything we've been posting on the BBC Live page, the streams on the iPlayer, but definitely keep across the live page, especially with the fireworks coming up now, and you see everything there.
Jake, I know you're a busy man. Keep delivering that content for the viewers. As Jake says, thanks Jake, Jake Leggett. Plugging the visitors from all over the world and Oma, close to his very own heart. But he's right, loads of activity and content and pictures and sights and sounds this entire evening on the BBC Live page. This is, of course, is our live stream. We're on the BBC iPlayer and we're on the BBC News website. So thanks for joining us wherever you are in the world for these festivities and celebrations from Derry. This is Europe's biggest celebration of Halloween, and I keep saying it because it still really blows my mind.
You're saying it because it's true. You're saying it because it's true. You know, back in 2017, we had the New York Times celebrating it as one of the best Halloweens. Again, magazines in Paris talking about it.
Yeah.
It's the best in Europe. I would argue it's the best in the world, Claire.
Yes.
And
but you would argue that.
I would.
And you can understand why. It has been a real spectacle tonight. And as we're looking around us now, people are moving. See, and even there's tourists everywhere. There's a Minnie Mouse trying to escape the camera. Minnie, where are you from?
I'm from Belfast.
Hello, and you've come up for the Derry celebrations.
Yes.
You're live on the BBC News stream. What's your name?
I'm Manali.
Manali?
Manali Das.
And how are you enjoying your Derry celebrations?
Very nice. It's very nice. I've come here for the first time and I'm just enjoying it. So much people, lots of firecrackers and all these things. I'm enjoying very much.
What did you make at the parade itself?
I just enjoyed the parade and it was very nice.
And are you looking forward to the fireworks?
Yes, that's right.
And what have you made of all the Halloween celebrations in Derry today? Have you enjoyed them?
Yes, definitely. It's very nice. And I'm originally from India, but I'm living here for the Belfast for the past few years, so it's very nice to come here for the first time.
Brilliant. So you're dressed up as Minnie Mouse?
Yes.
Any other wonderful costumes that you want to create? Oh, there we go, just a large. What are you?
I am a cowboy basically riding a T-Rex.
A cowboy riding a T-Rex.
I don't know what I am.
Where else would you get it? And hello, what's your name?
Adric.
Adric? Yeah. Lovely to meet you. My name's Claire. What have you come as for Halloween?
I don't even know.
You don't even know, but on your face paint, look, point your face paint to the camera. Got some lovely spider webs. You look over there. Lovely spider webs. Who put the face paint on you?
My mother put it on.
Your mother, but you did a good job. Good job. Did you enjoy the parade?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what are you going to go do now?
We're going to have dinner and then we're going to go back to Belfast.
How lovely. Enjoy the rest of your night. And you know what? Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween to you too.
Oh, see you later, guys. Have a great night. And that's it. Bit of dinner, back home. Some people stayed on for the fireworks. Some people are just made up that they've been here for the parade.
Yeah, and you know, Claire, we talked, didn't we, earlier about hotels being packed out, restaurants, bars. The train from Belfast, I have no doubt the train from Belfast to Derry today and tonight will be absolutely jammed as well. So everybody's winning, aren't they? Not just the council here and all of us getting to watch this parade. The hospitality sector is winning, and the fireworks display is not too far away now. What I will point out as well, Claire, from previous years, you might hear one or two fireworks to start off with. That probably will be the test run.
Yes.
And then it won't be a question. You'll know when the proper fireworks display is
That's a good top tip, isn't it, though?
Yes.
People will start to think, oh, has something gone wrong here? There's only a couple of fireworks, but in actual fact, that's just a test run. I mean, there are thousands of people here, Dean. And I think only now that the parade is broken away, you can see the sheer amount of people because they're now able to fill the streets and come out from where they were spectating and standing. The place is absolutely heaving.
You know, they've got, the roads are obviously closed for the parade, so they've got full scope of the road here along the quay. They're standing on the grass verges. They're standing up, I can see the hotel. They're standing at the windows of the hotel looking out as well. So, you know,
I didn't even realise they were watching us.
Everybody's got a vantage point, and that's the good thing about having the fireworks on the River Foyle. Again, we'll have 2 barges on the Foyle, so even if you're at the far end near one of the other bridges, you're going to see this absolute spectacular. It's quite funny actually because I can see other firework displays in the distance that people are clearly having in their gardens or at other community events as well.
It's Halloween night, isn't it?
It's Halloween night, and you can't, you know, let's remember that people are having their own Halloweens at home as well.
And watching us.
I hope they're watching us. I hope.
And they're sitting watching us. There's a lovely feel in the area as well, I have to say. Hello. Just saying hello to more people joining us today. We are delighted to say that we've got some of our fabulous international guests in Derry City. What's your name? Where you've come from?
I'm Katrina. I'm from America in Minnesota.
Minnesota. Wow. And have you come over especially for Derry Halloween, or why are you here?
For school, but this is just a perk. You know, Halloween's just the best holiday, so I didn't expect it. I actually didn't know before I came here that it'd be so big. So.
And what have you made of it?
I love it. There's so many people here. I'm trying to get in between everyone, but I'm excited to see the fireworks, and the parade was just amazing, so yeah.
I mean, we have been talking about this. This is the biggest celebration of Halloween in Europe. I mean, in the States, they go pretty big on Halloween too.
Yeah, pretty big, but not this big, I would say. Not where I'm from, at least.
And Katrina, how have you found the whole day, the whole event? Have you been up for a couple of hours?
Yeah. So I was out a few days ago as well, and all the events that a bunch of organizations held were just really great. So I liked those as well. But the carnival I still have to check out, maybe over the weekend because they're still open. So.
And how would this compare to Halloween in Minnesota? What would you usually be doing on Halloween night?
I mean, you'd probably just be going out, but there's not like a parade or like any like events to go to like that. So, you know, trick-or-treating and like handing out candy is probably the biggest event you'll have.
There's a big debate though between candy in this part of the world and the US. Are you missing any candy?
Honestly, no. The chocolate here is better.
Well, you heard that here first. The chocolate here, it's better. Chocolate's better in Derry than in Minnesota. And so what's the plan for the rest of the night? You're going to enjoy the fireworks?
Yes, enjoy the fireworks. Probably go out to some pubs and, you know, have the Halloween.
And can I ask you one final question? Of
course.
How'd you decide on your costume?
Oh, I was given this hat, so I decided around the hat. So that was how I did it.
The main focal point, and you just built on from that. Listen, happy Halloween.
Yeah, happy Halloween.
Have a great night. See you later.
Nice to see you.
Thank you very much, Katrina, over from Minnesota. Stallion for Skull said she didn't even know that Derry was going to be this big at Halloween.
Didn't know she was going to be live on the BBC stream tonight.
No.
That was a surprise for her.
What a treat for her.
Absolutely.
What a treat for everyone at home as well.
So it's now hitting around 8:20. We were expecting the fireworks around 8:15, but like every big event, things don't always go to plan.
No, absolutely
not. But we're happy to wait. We're happy to wait.
Happy to wait. It'll be worth the wait. And I think even the crowds will know, Dean, that to expect a bit of a delay in all of this. And it won't be by too long. That fireworks display over the River Foyle, it's one of the showpieces of the Halloween coverage this week and the Halloween programme brought into Derry City. But I have to say, everyone's in good spirits. They're just, as I say, this is the biggest people watching event I think I've ever been to in my life. I'm finding myself staring at people and they probably do not appreciate it, but some of the costumes are just fabulous.
And such a family feel. You know,
such a family
feel. Did you get
feel.
that all day?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have to say, from seeing the gingerbread baby within the Shrek family earlier, 12 weeks old, got chatting to the family, and they said she was going to wear baby ear defenders tonight to help with the fireworks because, like many families here, they're pushing it with the kids, they're giving them the extra hour before bedtime, out and about, to soak up the atmosphere because it's only once a year, Dean.
I know, and it's Halloween, so the kids are allowed as much sweets as they want, any treats they want all night long. They deserve it for standing out in the cold here.
And we're just looking over the River Foyle now. This is where you're going to see the fireworks display. You can hear some fireworks rattling in the background. They're just in other parts of the city, as Dean says. We're still waiting for the spectacle to reach into those skies over the River Foyle. I mean, this is a huge, huge key for spectators to line. I mean, you're not going to be short of a view. In fact, as you said, Dean, you can probably see it from around 10 miles away.
Yeah. And you know, this is the moment, Claire. You know, council have been gearing up for this all year long, and you know, people will have mapped out that they're coming to see the Halloween fireworks. If you were to walk down the street on an average day in Derry, and they would ask you maybe what is the best thing all year round, I guarantee you the fireworks display at Halloween would definitely pop up in conversation, you know, along with the Carnival Parade, along with the awakening of the walls all week. I forgot to mention earlier actually as well, this huge moon that was inside the Guildhall behind us here.
I thought you were going to say about the huge moon in the sky, and I was like, Dane only saw a half moon earlier, but that's by the by.
A huge moon hanging from the ceiling, and people were doing yoga below this moon. They were
the solstice feels in there.
Yeah, and you know, we had a local band called Ports singing below the moon last night as well. So that was really magical and, you know, captivated the imagination of so many people. Again, something that you get from this city that you won't get anywhere else. I don't know of any other city that has a moon hanging from a ceiling, you know, 600 people taking part in a parade.
They don't do things by halves this week in Derry at all. There's been a huge programme. It's all led to this moment, and while people wait for those fireworks to begin, and it's really nice to see elements of the parade now working back into the crowd, people being reunited with their friends or their family or their community group, and just soaking up the atmosphere like everybody else.
You know, I saw two children a short time ago walk back to their parents, and they almost wanted that feeling of, are you proud of me, Mummy and Daddy? Are you proud of me? Like, look what I've done tonight. It's a huge deal to be part of a parade on this scale. And, you know, the parents are proud. They're smiling from ear to ear because really, deep down, they're still the child themselves as well.
Oh, there's a few kids out tonight dressed up, so there is, I can tell you that for free. Grown-ups loving this just as much as kids.
You know, and some of the people we saw on the live stream earlier, Santa Claus is still floating about there somewhere. I saw Marge Simpson and Homer Simpson walk by a short time ago as well.
You do. It's all very casual. This is the thing.
And you know what's nice about it as well? You're seeing some, you know, young teenagers and groups of friends coming out and spending time. You know, they're not too proud to still come to their own home Halloween parade.
Good point, isn't it? Especially for families that can come together with even their, you know, their teenage kids, their tweenagers, they're ones who might feel a bit too cool for this. And yet it does feel like there's something for everyone. There's something cool about this, you know. There's something iconic. People instill in them from a young age to come, and it's interesting to see what the international visitors will make of all of this if it's their first time in Derry city centre for Halloween, because I mean, what do you go home and say? I went to this massive Halloween event in this tiny city, you know, comparatively to other cities you would get across the UK. But Derry's known for its culture. You mentioned City of Culture earlier. You mentioned the musicality of this city, the great exports. The city doesn't shy away from big cultural moments like this.
No, and I mean, people take a real sense of pride in that. You know, there we go. The fireworks are now kicking off.
Is it our fireworks?
This looks like the official fireworks display, Claire. 2 barges on the River Foyle.
On the banks of the River Foyle, this is the finale of the Halloween events here. The biggest Halloween celebrations in Europe for 2025. This is the city of Derry. Fireworks display. The sky's lighting up. And thousands of people line these banks, bringing together a whole week of events and spectacles, hard work, celebrations, and now it's eyes to the skies. If you're just joining us on this live stream, this is Derry City Centre tonight, Halloween, the 31st of October.
And you know, Claire, you can really get a sense of people are going very quiet now, aren't they?
Yeah.
They just want to stand back and watch the magic in the skies above the River Foyle.
Getting it there.
Is this the end? It's Halloween night in Derry city centre. These are the pictures coming to you live from above the River Foyle. Thousands of people tilting their heads up to the sky, taking it all in.
Look at the range of colour, Claire, going into the sky tonight. Those bangs filling the air right across Derry, and I'm sure you can hear those bangs right across the northwest as well. There's something quite heartwarming about fireworks.
I know.
It's a beautiful sight.
Something you want to spend your time watching with, you know, the people you love, and here we are together, Dean.
Here we are. There's always that calm before the storm in the fireworks as well. There's going to be an absolutely magnificent finish, I can tell you that.
One of the most heartwarming things I've seen today is a baby getting its ear defenders ready for this moment. 12 weeks old, baby ear defenders. Wouldn't want to miss out on the fun.
Look at them all looking up to the sky.
Magical for these wee ones who've never seen fireworks before. It's the sound of Halloween, Dean.
That's the sound of Halloween. That's the sound of the biggest night of the year in Derry. It's Christmas night for us here, Claire.
I'd say 2,000-3,000 people standing directly behind Dean and I at the moment. No one's talking. They're just all watching the action, watching these scenes above the River Foyle on the banks of the city of Derry in the northwest of Northern Ireland.
Just like bursts of glitter going into the air, and lovely when you can see the reflection of the fireworks on the River Foyle as well, Claire.
Yeah, and you see the little pieces of light dropping back into the water.
last about 15 minutes as well, Claire. They came to us a bit late tonight, but yeah, about 15 minutes in total. You certainly will know when it's the finale. Those final shots into the air.
You find as well, everyone has a favourite firework. You know, whether you like the big, broad bursts of colour or what look like the signals being fired up from a boat, or Catherine wheels that spiral around.
The wee simple wheels, there's none of them out there tonight, I don't think.
Not yet. Not yet. Chilly, Dean, but it's completely mild for an October evening. This is for families that are standing here. You know, they've got their hats on, their gloves on, they've got their winter woolies over their witches' hats and earmuffs to keep them warm, furry socks. It's an incredibly pleasant atmosphere right now.
You know, it seemed like it was colder earlier. Maybe we're just maybe we've settled into the cold a bit better now.
Maybe the fireworks are warming us up.
There's some of those screaming fireworks now that everybody loves. It's the gold that I loved. The gold shooting into the sky.
They're for you, Dean. I put those ones on for you.
And the applause, there you can hear it.
The cheers go up as the crowd clap along to celebrate what has been the finale, the final showpiece of Derry's Halloween celebrations. This is the greatest Halloween event in the whole of Europe, and it's happened right here tonight in Derry City Centre, and we have brought you all the live action on the BBC tonight, from our live page to our live stream to all the activity on the website and the iPlayer. Ashley Swan has made many friends this evening. Well done, you interviewing Bananas, interviewed Jenny from Derry off Big Brother.
Witches,
the whole works.
Santa Claus?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Hey, Santa, he's back. Hiya, Santa.
That's another Santa Claus.
They're everywhere.
They're ready for the next season. Halloween's over now.
It's officially Christmas. It's officially Christmas.
Ashley, what's been the highlight of your Derry Halloween celebrations?
You know what, Claire and Dean? Everybody's just been so happy and just good energy, and it's really nice to see for Derry. I only moved here last year, so this is my second Derry Halloween, and it just gets better. I mean, it's got better from last year. It's just amazing. It's a good energy, and it's amazing for the city.
That's one up on me, Ashley. This is my very first Derry Halloween, and Dean, no stranger to Halloween celebrations in this city. What will you take away from the events of not just tonight, but this entire week?
I think I'm going to take away all the smiles on everybody's faces. You know, people go through enough in life, don't they? And I think if you have a week where you can walk around the streets and you can smile, you can stand back there and really look at those fireworks and take a breath and say, wow, you know, this is a day, this is a week that everything's okay.
Yes.
Despite the rough weather we had yesterday, forget about that, scratch that. Halloween was spectacular, a real sense of community, and it's been absolutely fantastic sharing it with everybody across the BBC tonight.
Do you know what, though? You two, I think we've let ourselves down. Should have come in a better Halloween fancy dress.
Well, you're right.
We've been showing off. Everyone else has showed us up. Next year, we will hold her to that. Listen, thanks so much for joining us from the celebrations for Halloween in Derry City Centre. It has been Fright Night in London, Derry, and we have loved being part of all the action. To everyone who's come to speak to us, to everyone who's joined in on the live page, and all the content that we've brought you tonight, it has been an absolute pleasure, hasn't it? There's only one thing left to say, and it's Happy Halloween from Derry, and thanks for tuning in.
Good night.